What's up, little stars? We made it to 2022. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm excited because this is it. I had a friend that told me to every ending there's a beginning, and to every beginning there is an ending. So let's just talk about that. Let's just talk about how we are going to start this year off in abundance. We're going to start this year off with mindset. We are going to start this year off believing in ourselves till we have all the skills we need to attract the things that we want to attract. We are starting this year off in a place of healing, okay? We're going to hold ourselves accountable. We're going to heal all things that is stunting and stopping us from living and walking in the best versions of us. So stay tuned, because I want to talk about some things that we're going to end in 2021. Coming into 2022, what we're going to begin, and vice versa. Things that are ending is just starting to begin. All right, welcome to She Sound Off, little stars. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Before I get into this message, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I will be putting out videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes in between. I don't want you to miss it. Y'all, my voice is a little horsey a little bit, and it's kind of, I keep having to clear it, so sorry about that. But we gonna keep it moving. The show must go on, right? So anyway, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine by the name of Asha Maat. She actually have a YouTube channel as well. It's called Dreams to Destiny. And she helped me to understand with every ending, there's a beginning. And with every beginning, there's an ending. The first thing I want to talk about are fears, right? I'm reading this book called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. It's a really good book. He made Think and Grow Rich. If you've ever heard of any of those books, please read them. But right now I'm reading Outwitting the Devil. And Napoleon Hill is having this interview with the devil. Now, in this context, the devil is a person. He can talk and everything. But understand that the devil is subconscious. The devil does not exist in a human form or in any type of physical form. The devil is our subconscious, our negative, low vibrational thoughts and actions and behaviors, right? So he's interviewing the devil, and he's asked the devil, how are you able to control all these people? How are you doing that? And the devil, two main ways that he talked about in this book, I'm not going to give too much away, but his two main ways is through fear and through poverty. Now, most people have a fear of poverty. So whenever you got one, you can always have the other. Whenever you have poverty, you can always have fear. And whenever you have fear, you have a fear of poverty. Because nobody wants to live in this life in a impoverished state of mind, right? So this is, in this book, the devil is explaining that this is one way that he controls people. And I don't believe that we were born with fear. I believe that that is something that we are taught growing up as children. And so for us, when we are working towards our goals, or working to be better people, or working to heal towards different things, y'all, we have this thing where we operate in a state of fear. Now, what that does is that stops our manifestations. It stops them, because when we're thinking in a fear-based mindset, we're not manifesting our desires. We're manifesting our fears, because we are focusing on those things that we fear. So first thing that you want to do is you want to identify what those fears are. Identify them. Bring them to the, quit being afraid and hiding from those fears. I'll give you a couple of mine that I recently came into understanding of myself. I had a fear of failing. And a lot of the reason why I would procrastinate or put things to the side was because I was afraid that if I started this, what if I failed? And so I would stop myself from even starting. I would prevent myself from even trying, only because I was working from a fear-based mentality. Fear of failure. Another thing that I was fearing is not being received. I spoke about this before a lot. Perception, right? I want to put myself out there and put my gift out there, but I was afraid that no one was going to care, no one was going to listen, no one was going to, be able to hear my messages. And I know that these are downloads strictly from spirit, but what if no one listened? No, what if no one cares to listen? This is what I told myself over and over. And when I told myself that, that is what manifested, right? That those fears that's been holding us back, holding us hostage, and blocking us from manifesting and attracting the things that we want to attract to help us live in a better version of us, we're going to have to put an end to those things. So fear is one of the things we're going to put an ending to. Also, we're going to put an ending, starting in this beginning, of blocks. Identify what your blocks are. A lot of us are going through life and we're putting every effort towards the things that we want, and they're not manifested. And you're like, why? What is happening? Well, you have blocks, okay? Blocks are subconscious, spiritual, or emotional things that's not allowing you to get to that next level. One of the blocks that I have that I'm ending in 2022 is my relationship with money. I had a very unhealthy relationship with money, and that goes back into fear as well, because I would always fear of lack or of not having. So I gained this really unhealthy relationship with money to where I would spend it. I would spend it fast, and spend it like it wouldn't even matter. I would just spend it. I wouldn't manage it correctly. I wouldn't set anything to the side, and then I would look up and it'll all be gone, and then I'd do that process all over again. But I had to identify that I had a block, and that block was me not healing those things that happened to me in my past, that childhood trauma of being poor and in poverty. I had to heal that. That was blocking my money manifestations, my money attractions. So identify, just like you have to identify your fears, identify what your blocks are. We want to be transparent. That's some of the things that we're going to end. The ending is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. What are we going to do in this new year full of possibilities, full of endless possibilities? What are we going to begin? Well, the first thing I want to begin, and I'm sure you are going to too, is attraction. A lot of my videos this year are going to be geared towards, are we attracting? Attraction, manifestation, manifesting our life, manifesting our goals. Because quite honestly, I'm tired of chasing. When you chase something, you're running towards something that's running from you. I don't want something that doesn't want me. I don't want anything that doesn't want me. I don't want a person that don't want me. I don't want an opportunity that don't want me. So why are we steady chasing, running after something that's running from us? Apparently it's not for you, right? So I want to attract. I want to sit down and I want to put in the work, and I want to allow those things that's for me to attract to me. I'm a magnet this year, right? That's what we're beginning. We're going to be a magnet, and we're going to allow all those things that is for us to attract to us, like we are a human magnet. How do you do that? So mindset. Get yourself in a certain mindset to where you know you deserve happiness. You know you deserve the manifestations. You know you deserve the things that you desire. You deserve them. And if you don't feel that you deserve them, then you need to start working on your worth. Another thing that we are going to attract in 2022 is putting our efforts and putting our abilities towards the things that are serving us. Oh my God. Like, I literally could talk about this for days. What are you focusing on? What are you putting your thought process? What are you focusing on in terms of your abilities to produce? What are you focusing on in terms of what kind of relationships that you want to have? What kind of energy you putting out into this world? What are the things that you are focusing on? That's it in a nutshell. We have to be careful on where we place our focus. I'm so guilty of this. I've learned that focus is everything, because focus is our manifestations. Whatever we choose to focus on is what we're manifesting. So we're going to be very careful on what we're focusing on moving forward, and we're going to focus on the right things. That's another way that we're going to attract the things that we want all year long. All right, you guys, listen, remember that self-preservation is the first law of nature. Love yourself before you love anything and anybody else. And remember to lead with your heart. Lead with your heart, and everything else will follow. Until next time, I will see you guys later.